Hello my fellow YouTubians, this is PSW and today we are doing another cool build. I want to say thank you for the last cool build we did. You guys enjoyed that rotating lighthouse, which was fantastic. So today we are going to do something, another cool build here. So let's just say, we're just going to fly over here. I'm in my creative world. Let's say you had already created a sugarcane farm. Something like this. If you guys want to see a video on this, I can do a video on that as well. Let me know down in the comments, please. But the thing is we want to get some mending books, okay? So, with that being said, the thing to do is to create a paper farm. Because yes, you can manually create a paper farm. So what we're going to do is right here, we're going to do a PSW Autocrafter for paper. We need a 3x5 area. So as you guys can see here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, 3 blocks wide. We have 5 blocks there. So the things that we're going to need for this is we're going to have the output chest or the input chest right here. Then we're going to have the output chest right here to create the paper for that farm. So we're going to go over here, and here is what you're going to need. So we're going to need 3 building blocks, doesn't matter what blocks they are. We're going to need 1 half slab. We're going to need a couple of barrels, or you could use chests here if you'd like. We're going to need some sugar cane, doesn't matter the amount, because that is going to be used to go into the composter right here. And we're going to need an auto crafter, so a crafter right there. We're going to need 1 hopper. We're going to need 2 redstone comparators and a couple of birch signs, which are completely optional if you want to use them. So the first step in doing this is we are going to take this 3x5 area right here, and to mimic what we had done before at the final build there is we're going to bring down a barrel. First things first, we are going to bring down the auto crafter. So I can get rid of my sword because I do not need the sword right now. Here is the auto crafter right there. Now you want this auto crafter spitting out this way, okay? Because with that auto crafter, that way the paper is going to be spit into this barrel, okay? And of course it's got to start raining. So let's just hold off and I will create this in a little bit. Hold tight. Sorry about the rain, folks. I just turned it into the next day. So, as we mentioned before, you want to have the auto crafter spitting out this way. You want to put a barrel in front of it. Now, the next thing to do is we're going to use our building blocks. So, we'll throw a building block right here. And then, on the back side of that building block, we are going to throw down a comparator. Just like this, you want to make sure the 2 higher ends are towards this block. And we're going to left click on that. So then the next step that we're going to do right here is we are going to throw down another comparator. So the next comparator is going to be over this way. So when you're sitting this way, you want to have the two larger ones right there. We're going to throw down a composter. So with this composter, that's kind of what we're going to use the reeds here for. I'm going to click F3, and as you guys can see in the right-hand side there, where it says targeted block, -58, -60, -44, composter, you'll see it's level 0. Now, we want to make this level 6. So there's level 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now what this is going to do is this is going to give us a power of 6, and that's what we need for this to happen. So now the next step that we're going to do is we're going to use our building blocks again. We'll get rid of F3 here. We're going to take 1 block up here, 1 block up here, 1 block down here. And let's remove this block right here, because this right here is going to be redstone. So we'll throw one piece of redstone there, one piece of redstone there, and the third piece of redstone right there. Now what this is going to do is it's going to give us the power, so whenever the items are in here in this auto crafter. Now with the auto crafter, or the crafter if you will, you can select these things. Now to make paper, you need to have 3 sugarcane. So essentially you got to have 3 sugarcane just like that, right? So just to give you guys an idea, now what we're going to do is we're just going to click these blocks right here. And see how it's a power of 6 right there? That means nothing will be built until these are filled up with the sugarcane right there. So now on top of that, we are going to take a hopper, and you can either do this on the side, you can do it on the top. I do it on the top just because that's the way I want to have this one set up particularly. But you can do it whichever way you want. It can be on the sides, it can be on the top. Now we'll take another barrel. We'll throw that barrel right on top, just like so. And with this being said, now what's going to happen here is this is where the sugarcane is going to go in. It's going to feed the hopper into the crafter. And because we have these 6 selected, and there's only 3 spots here, that's going to force the reeds to just spit out into the barrel to make paper. So now I'm just going to go back here, make sure I'm not missing anything. So we have the barrel, we have that barrel, we have that, we have the composter, and then on top of the composter, as you can see, I just threw a half slab. The reason I threw you don't have to throw a half slab on there, but I do it just so you don't mistakenly put something more in there. So now, if everything works out the way it should, if I throw in some sugarcane right here, this is going to create us our paper. So now if we click here, you see how the 3 sugarcane, or reeds, whichever you want to call them, are turning into paper. So that is essentially doing the auto crafting part for us. So with this part of it, you know, if you're creating your sugarcane farm, you could have it just drop into here. You could use, you don't have to use barrels, you can use chests, whichever way works best for you. But let me know in the comments if this is helpful, if this is something that you guys are going to do in your world. And I'm going to just bring down my signs because I want to basically remind folks that right here we want to have this 6 levels. Okay, this is optional. You don't have to do this. So we're going to do 6 levels. I am going to bring down some glow ink. If you guys did not know, if you use glow ink, you can light up these signs just like that, which is pretty awesome. Now we're going to hold down shift. We're going to throw another sign here, and we're just going to call this the paper auto crafter. Right there. And because we have these hooked up like that, and you see how the sugar cane's just sitting there, it's not going to make this sugar because it is powered to the 6. So then we have all this paper down here, and now we're going to use a little more glow ink right there to light up that sign. And I'm going to name this the input barrel. Like so. And I am going to name this the, let's see, export barrel. Export barrel. I think that makes sense. Oh, you got to hold down shift. Export barrel for trading paper to emeralds. So when you have your villagers and you set up the table, so you set up this here thing. So we're gonna bring it down. Lectern, that's what it's called, the lectern. So essentially you might have to keep on doing it for a little while, but when you put this lectern down in front of a villager, that'll turn them into a lectern person, essentially. And what that'll do is eventually you'll get some where they can trade paper for emeralds. And that's what the whole idea here is, because we have the paper. We can use that with the villager to trade it into paper. So just to show you guys this again, I'm going to bring down some more sugarcane. We'll bring down 64 of them. Click off the sign, throw the sign back up there. And then we're going to throw this again right into the barrel. So you just right click on the barrel. You put the sugarcane in there, and as you guys can see, it's just going to continually make the paper as long as we have 3 different sugarcanes there. So let me know if you guys would like to actually see. I hope this is helpful to you. Let's light up this sign as well for input barrel. Let me know what types of cool builds you want to do. And considering I had such a huge video when I was doing that rotating light for lighthouses, I would love to do some more of these, and Sundays seem to be a great day for it. So this whole area is set up so whenever it switches to night or day, this triggers everything, so you don't have to have all those observers all the way across. This just continually clicks them, so you don't have to wait for the sugarcane to grow up to a certain height. It just continually works. So let me know if you guys would like to see that. Let me know down in the comments if you guys would like to see that. And thank you guys for watching. As always, let me know what other cool builds you guys would like to see. This is ThePoolSharkWizard. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always, and I will talk to you next time. Take care, and bye-bye.